Hi. Right, just a bit of a kind of a recap. I mean, this is going to be boring to some people, but I think this is definitely a way forward as far as trying to keep our health, our physical health. If you keep on top of that, it will help with your mental health, and then your mental health will then keep on top of your physical health, and around it goes. So I bought this years ago, and I showed it in a video of various little bits of kit that I'd bought, but I'd never used it. Never used it. So I was the reason I bought it is because I wanted a blender that could run off 12 volt, and this is rechargeable, and it just hold a decent charge. And it's not it's this is never, because it's a 12 volt thing, rechargeable 12 volt blender. It's never going to be as powerful as a proper plug in the wall blender, but I go through a lot of eggs. I prefer fresh eggs. I do, because I prefer the consistency. You can't make a nice fried egg sunny side up with powdered egg. You know, so I've always saved my eggshells up, always. But most of the time they've been crushed up and put in my compost bucket outside the door, that when that fills up I go and put it in the composter. But recently I've been saving up all of my eggshells, and instead of putting them in the dehydrator, because it's been winter, I've had the heating on a little bit here and there. Don't waste your electricity by putting it in a dehydrator when you've already got the heating on. Just put your eggshells along your radiator. Just leave them on there. Be fine. Some would say, disclaimer, they reckon you should clean your eggshells just to prevent any chances of you getting what was that bitch's name? Curry, who came out with and that was planned. The whole I forgot what it's called now. There's a certain bacteria that can grow in eggs, and it can grow on poultry and stuff like that. It's just gone. And I know you're all saying it's this. I know. But because I know, that's it. So I'll move on. So I gave this a go. So I've powdered some already, but I've just chucked another load in there. So let's see how this goes. It does the job. Now, some people are subscribed to channels that just make noises like this. How weird is that? But I'm not going to do that, because I'm not that kind of channel. That sort of channel, to me, is for soft lads. Now, egg powder, especially if you've got eggshells from organic eggs, right, which is all I buy, it's pretty incredible, really. And this machine here, game changer, absolute game changer. It's you get things done in a fraction of the time, 100 at a time. Instead of sitting there with those little mini screwdriver sets you get in a posh set of Christmas crackers. I'd have the flathead one, and just into each one, and then putting a capsule together, and then start another one. Mess everywhere, pain in the arse. Game changer. So I've got my lion's mane. I'm going to go back onto that in a minute. I've got my lion's mane done. I've got another crop that I need to come down and dehydrate, bring down, well, two crops actually, because I've got two kits on the go now. One of the kits is on its third and probably its final crop. Turmeric and ginger. the turmeric, the lion's mane, and the turmeric and ginger, all of them have black pepper in them, because it does seem to help the body to absorb the goodness of what it is that you're putting into your homemade supplements. Now, this machine, I've always used size O capsules. Now, this machine takes double O, so they're slightly smaller, but that it's, you know, no biggie. It really is no biggie. So I'm starting to figure out different types of supplements that I can make, and this book is a cracking little book, and I think it cost me about £3 delivered, you know, all in £3. It's an old book, which is probably not a bad thing, and it tells you what your body needs, what it does for your body, and where you can get your calcium, where you can get your magnesium, where you can get your vitamin B complex, where you can get this, that, whatever. Lots of big lists of all of the sources that you can look at, and then dehydrate it down, powder it, put it into pills, and you know exactly where it's coming from. So yeah, not a bad book. There might be better books out there than that, but I'm on a budget, and this suits my needs. Now, egg powder. So I'm just going to go. This is going to be a quick video because I'm going to do a live stream tonight, and I don't really want to talk about too much now, and then run out of shit to talk about tonight, which never happens. But I'm always paranoid that that's going to happen, even though it never happens. Go figure. I've also got some organic coriander seeds that I've tried to grow. I've tried to get them to sprout, and they don't seem to be sprouting. So I'm going to buy a couple of plants from a garden centre or something, bring them back, and then just keep them going, because they self-seed, and try and do it that way. So these are going to be put in my other blender. I don't think this blender is going to be able to deal with these seeds. I've not tried yet. I might be wrong, but I doubt it. But I'll be making coriander. You should look into the health benefits of coriander seeds, ground, powdered seeds. Mental. Right, so organic eggshells, when dried and powdered down, the eggshells are 95%, approximately 95% calcium carbonate. Right now, your nails, your teeth, your bones, that is exactly what they are made of, calcium carbonate. They're also loaded with protein, selenium. It's about 3% magnesium. You need the magnesium. You do need the magnesium. That does help to absorb the calcium carbonate, and so does vitamin D3 as well. That's something to take into account. So yeah, protein, selenium, strontium, whatever that is, and other compounds. There's a lot more as well. Please do your own research. Now, one of the points I'm trying to make with the whole eggshell supplement thing is that I know that looking at the stats and stuff, how many male people watch my content, how many females, what age groups, blah blah blah, and there's a significant amount of women that watch the channel that will be either pre or post menopausal. Now, the menopause can cause osteoporosis, which is, and that happens because there's a decrease, and sometimes a significant decrease in estrogen levels, which can weaken your bones. So this is a perfect way to potentially reverse that. So I'm not a doctor, you know, I'm just Terry. So please do your own research. But for anyone that's menopausal, like I said, pre or post, this is definitely something that I would look into. That and sage, you know. So yeah, any questions, just ask away. That's what I'm here for. I'll speak to you tonight. Much love, and ciao for now.